one of the weirdest things I think that came your way was you were asked to participate in one of the Comedy Central roasts. You know, they had those roasts where they bring in celebs to roast another celeb. And you were chosen to roast, tell him who?
Donald Trump.
This is back in what, 2009?
2011.
Okay, 11. So long before, you know, he became a presidential candidate and all that. And how did it go?
He paid me extremely well. I got 6 figures just to show up for the day. Probably, a very amazing paycheck. They flew me out in one of Trump's jets, and they were extremely nice to me. But when I got there, I was so high that I really didn't have good tone and good delivery on stage. I mean, I said the lines, but it wasn't good tone and delivery for comedy. And I eventually would get booed. Everyone still loved me, and I took photos with everyone, and I made a ton of money. But technically, that would be definitely a learned lesson to read the material and know what you're doing before you do it.
Oh, here is a little bit of you in that performance, 2011, SOT 22.
People are hating on him because Trump is always firing people, but it's kind of okay because he completely let himself go anyway. Donald, I'll say this though, your wife is hot. The best part is she married you for love. Yup, she loves money. Oh, hey, what are you gonna do? Hey!
Come on, let him do his thing, come on.
Yeah, Jim Ross came on stage to try to save me, but I was so high. I mean, I could probably look at myself right there and say that I was definitely on a good 6 to 8 rock cassettes at that particular time. I did not look at the material that they gave it to me. If they would have gave me the material today, I probably would have read it and said some of it was good, some of it was bad, and I obviously would have practiced my material, my tone, and my delivery. But it was a learned lesson early on in my career.
Did you and Trump keep in touch at all? Like once he became president, did you ever call him up or?
No, I was thinking about, I think around the time that he was president, I was in prison, and I was thinking about contacting. I remember telling my team that we should probably contact President Trump for a pardon when they sent me to prison, but I never did. No.
And now the next time that he's going to probably be president, he'll be the one in prison. So it could be like full circle. He could actually be president and be in prison. Those two things could happen at once. You could give him some pointers. And so tell us how you did wind up in prison. That was post the end of Jersey Shore. What happened?
Yes. Well, I mean, if you read the book, on the first page of the book, I'm at Christmas Eve dinner. It's 2010. I just made $5 million I have endorsement after endorsement. There's a Ferrari and a Bentley outside. Mom's making clams oreganata and linguine for the 7 fishes for Christmas. The black sheep of the family was now world famous. And my brother came up to me and said, "Hey, it's time to file the taxes." And it was sort of like, oh man, really? Because the year before I didn't make enough money to even file taxes. I was a young kid. I didn't make enough money to now fast forward to the $5 million the next year, pretty much. It's a big difference. And I remember my brother saying, "Oh, maybe you can get him next year." As soon as he said that, I'm like, yeah, let's get him next year. And that one decision on the first page of the book would end up haunting me for a good 10 to 15 years.
So it was tax evasion. And how long were you sentenced to go to jail for?
I was sentenced for 8 months in federal prison. But even before that, I didn't even think that they were going to give me prison time, to be honest with you. The plea bargain that I accepted was in the zone for probation and community service, and I had 0 priors. So eventually, when they gave me all of the above, I had to be accountable and handled it with grace and class. But it was definitely unexpected because I was the first person, I believe, in the state of New Jersey to be in that zone and get prison time. So they made an example out of me, and I had to just accept it.
Were you terrified going off to prison?
I'll be honest with you. I wasn't. Addiction was so much worse. Addiction was staring
You were
the
not
devil.
clean. You were not clean when you went off.
No, I was clean.
Oh,
So what I'm
okay.
saying is, by the time I went off, I had faced the devil. I had faced addiction, and I was championing addiction. So when I finally had to go to prison, I was already doing the right thing. I was already on the right track. I used that fresh pain as fuel to continue to do the right thing, and use this to turn my L's into lessons. And that's exactly what I did.
Well, I like that. So out of nowhere and weirdly, one of your closest pals in prison would be somebody connected to Trump. Tell us who.
Oh, Michael Cohen?
Yeah, Michael Cohen, whose
he was
chicken you really wanted, from what I read in the book.
Yes.
You wanted his chicken. He didn't eat chicken.
To come after him.
What happened there?
Yes. In prison, Chicken Thursdays was a very coveted day. That was the day that you really got fed well, and food is king in prison. And when Michael Cohen first came into prison, along with the helicopters and such overhead, I heard a little story that he had a chicken as a pet as a child, and that he didn't even eat chicken. So I'm like, all right, I might as well go up to him and persuade him to smuggle his chicken to me so I had more protein, and it could help me in my journey to being my best self and losing some weight and come out looking like Rambo. So I approached him.
And did he give you the chicken?
He said he was going to give me the chicken. He's like, no problem, Mike, anything for you. But then when it came time to actually give me the chicken, he was actually nowhere to be found. And then when I found him later on, I'm like, Mike, where's my chicken? And he's like, oh man, they're on to us, man. They knew I was going to smuggle chicken for you. He's like, they would have thrown me in the shoe, which is a special housing unit, if you do anything wrong. So I'm like, all right, Mike, no problem. I just thought that was a hilarious story though.
It's an amazing story. So like Trump, you were also betrayed by Michael Cohen. There's a long list in his path. Okay, so you get out of prison. Good for you. You served your time. You get out of prison. And then, amazingly, you really turn things around. As I understand it, you get back together with Lauren and you get back on TV too.
Yes. Yep. We got back on TV. MTV was documenting my prison release, my court case. And then I got a chance to really prove myself. I remained sober. I lost the weight. I became a better man in prison. And then, I got to, a chance to start my own family in 2018 and continue when I got out of prison in 2019.
All right. So the show that you were on MTV, the new show, is Jersey Shore Family Vacation. And
yes.
On this show, you're back with Lauren, the love of your life. She's been there through the peaks and valleys. And you decided you wanted to marry her, and that you asked them if they would put it on TV, like the moment. And it was one of the most emotional moments, as I'm told, by for the cast, for the crew. We've got a little bit of it. Here it is.
You're my best friend, my college sweetheart, my better half.
Oh, come on, look at them.
You make me a better person. Please make me the happiest man on earth. Will you please marry me?
Oh my God, dude. He's doing it.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yes.
He nailed it.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys.
Aw, now that woman must really love you. She must really love you.
Yes.
So how's that going?
It's good. Me and Lauren just celebrated 5 years of a happy, healthy marriage. I'm 8 years clean and sober today. I just put on social media. We have 2 babies and another one on the way that's due in March.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Good for you. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Leo Grillo. Leo was on a road trip and came across a Doberman. This dog was severely underweight and clearly in trouble. Well, Leo rescued the dog and named him Delta. Sadly, Delta was just one of many animals that needs help, and this inspired Leo to start Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. They have rescued thousands of dogs, cats, and horses from the wilderness, and they provide their animals with shelter, love, safety, a home. Their dedication and everlasting love to animals winds up being Leo's mission and his legacy. Delta Rescue relies solely on contributions to stay available and open. And if you want to care for these animals and you want that to be part of your legacy, speak with your estate planner, because these are tax-saving estate planning's benefits too. You can also get those. You can grow your estate while letting your love for animals live well into the future. Check out the estate planning tab on their website if you want to learn more and speak with your advisor. We call a dog a man's best friend for a reason. You can help those who need it most. Visit deltarescue.org today to learn more. That's deltarescue.org. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.